A 99% of people believe this dinosaur stole eggs. The Oviraptor, named for a crime it never committed. Its very name, egg thief, solidified a dramatic narrative. The initial interpretation pointed to clear guilt. The paleontological community accepted this story for decades. It became the textbook example of prehistoric predation. But science demands re-examination when new data surfaces. Now that we understand the initial assumption, let's explore why. The orientation of the Oviraptor proved crucial to the case. Its posture suggested brooding, not theft or attack. This posture mirrors modern avian incubation behavior precisely. However, the eggs found belonged to another species. A critical mismatch in size and morphology was overlooked. The eggs were later identified as belonging to Prehistoric. An Oviraptor possessed a toothless, beak-like structure. This beak is adapted for crushing plants, not piercing eggshells. The thief was actually a devoted parent, caught in the act. It was likely caught during a sudden geological event. But a flash flood or sandstorm entombed the scene instantly. Our subsequent discoveries confirmed this parental behavior repeatedly. And we now know Oviraptor possessed extensive feather coverage. But these feathers would aid in insulation and brooding efficiency. It was a relatively small, swift, bird-like dinosaur. But its anatomy places it firmly within the feathered dinosaur lineage. But this environment, rich in resources, supported diverse theropods. The Oviraptor lineage focused heavily on nest security. Let us now examine the structure of the fossilized eggs themselves. And the shell porosity indicates vital gas exchange requirements. A lengthy incubation period demands constant, careful temperature control. The dinosaur's body mass provided the necessary thermal blanket. The characteristic crest structure also suggests display or species recognition. It likely engaged in complex social signaling at the nest site. But nests were often communal, suggesting cooperative parenting strategies. And we must acknowledge how deeply this initial error persisted. The label leg thief stuck due to sensational appeal. A modern paleontology relies on meticulous, multidisciplinary evidence integration. Oviraptorosaurs occupy a significant branch leading towards modern birds. This placement underscores their strong avian characteristics, including nesting. But internal scans reveal dietary habits leaning heavily towards omnivory. Its diet included seeds, small invertebrates, and perhaps some small vertebrates. Its world was one of survival, not predatory egg raids. The growth of paleontology requires overcoming confirmation bias actively. Every piece of evidence must be interrogated objectively. Imagine this scene, a mother protecting her future generation. The instinct to nurture transcends geological eras and species lines. It was a moment of quiet dedication, tragically misinterpreted. But we project our narrative onto the past, sometimes wrongly. This dinosaur was a protector, not a plunderer of nests. Its legacy is now one of misunderstood devotion and scientific correction. Geological records hold truths, but interpretation requires careful refinement. The arc of discovery is often a journey toward humility. And today, Oviraptor stands corrected in the annals of deep time. From villain to victim of circumstance, the story shifted entirely. Its slight build was optimized for agility, not brute force predation. And think of the ostrich, fiercely guarding its large, vulnerable clutch. The Oviraptor fulfills this very same ancient, essential role. The evidence for theft was circumstantial, the evidence for brooding is structural. Understanding this dinosaur requires separating sensationalism from science. The true story of the Oviraptor is a testament to evolution's dedication. But look closer next time. The truth is often the opposite of the myth.